Well, hello there, friends. Three Card Thursday for April 22nd, 2021. Brian Noe with you. Glad to be with you this afternoon. We will be taking a look at three cards, a little energy reading for the weekend to come. But wanted to mention first a new post up on the Cards of Light weblog. Boy, the smoke is from the incense is going nuts today. Uh, New post on the weblog at brightblessingstarot.com. I had shared this excellent video of Colin Lowe's lecture about the history of the tarot, and it's really, really good. It describes very well sort of the sources of these cards, where they came from, and how they, or at least when they began to be used for something other than playing a card game. And so I'd highly recommend that. But the question that it left open for me, although we know the sources of the cards, was how the deck got into the sort of the current configuration that so for several centuries now we would recognize as kind of the standard tarot deck. So 22 major cards and very specific majors at that. 14 cards for each of the suits, with an ace and 9 pip cards and 4 court cards. How did we get that specific formation and configuration of these cards? And that is still an open question. And the reason that I think it's interesting is because when you look at this deck, it is difficult to think that it wasn't created with great intention and planning ahead of time, that some genius didn't sit down and create this system, because it is so powerful in what it does. And so it is very tempting to think that that's what happened, but there's no real evidence to that, although that was certainly something that was taken as a matter of fact for a long time. People sometimes will still say, oh, well, yeah, this was these cards came to us from an ancient Egyptian mystery school, and they encoded the secrets of the universe into these images, and then they were passed along. People who still think that, but that really, there isn't any evidence to that, and a lot of evidence to the contrary. And so I wrote a post kind of considering some possibilities, and I think that the fact of the matter is that the story is even more incredible and marvelous than that some genius or group of geniuses sat down and intentionally created this deck. So I've linked to that in the description of the video. I hope you'll take a look, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And let's turn the cards, turn the camera to the cards here, and take a look at our little energy reading for the weekend to come. So we have 3 cards, 1 major, the universe. In the middle position here, we have the 9 of Wands. And over here, we have got the 4 of Cups. And Crowley designates this one strength and this one luxury. So that's what we've got to work with here. So first of all, the universe card. This is the last of the majors. It's card number 21. Of course, with the Fool, which is card 0, that makes 22 in the major arcana. This is the card of completions and of wholeness. And so where the Fool begins the journey, it ends here with the universe card. And in other decks, this would be called the World. You can see the maiden dancing with the symbol of the sun here. We've got the 4 living creatures, or the 4 evangelists at the corners. Those also can stand for the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. So completions, wholeness, and in this position I usually think of it as either a resource that we are bringing with us into the current situation, or as something that has just sort of started to fade out of the picture here. So we can think of this as, maybe a cycle of something has become complete, or is just now kind of playing itself out, wrapping itself up as we go into the weekend to come. So wholeness and completions over here, and maybe that's an energy that we are bringing with us into the current situation. This card is also related to the energies of the Earth and also to Saturn. And Saturn, of course, very lots of gravity going on there. And so maybe just the inertia of that will bring it on into the present moment. But so against that, we've got the Nine of Wands, or the Strength card, and this is the Moon in Aries. So we've got the wands represented as arrows for the moment, and the moon, the symbol of the moon, on the end of this one here. So is that right? Is that moon in? I'm thinking maybe that's moon in Sagittarius. I am so sorry. I should have double checked that. With the arrows, one would think that maybe that would be the archer. In any case, we've got energy that has moved its way through the numbered cards of the wand suit and is reaching the end of its journey from the ace forward to the 10. And so very powerful energy coming there, but a fairly auspicious card as well. This card a lot of times is thought to mean recovery from health issues and that sort of thing, and strength in general, vigor in one's life. And so if anyone is dealing with physical ailments or something like that, at this point, this card would sometimes be an indication that that even if it doesn't feel like it at the moment, recovery is assured and is on its way. Over here, the Four of Cups. It's designated luxury. So fours are about stability, at least for the moment, at least a temporary kind of stability. And cups, the suit of the heart, the suit of emotions. And so this card, it is pleasant, but maybe temporary. As we move to the 5, we start to see changes in instability there. And so it is good things, good times, but there's also a sense of not complete fulfillment, a little something lacking there, and maybe even a little dissatisfaction of some sort in the midst of plenty, in the midst of everything being okay, just kind of a nagging sense of, is this all there is? And so in the weekend to come, maybe be looking for that sort of energy to enter the picture. And if that is the way we're feeling, again, we can look back to these cards and kind of count our blessings and be thankful for what we have, and try to get past the sense of any disappointment or ennui that we may experience in the days to come. So yeah, I think that is sort of the picture that we've got before us in these cards. And I'll take a look at, for sure, the astrological associations of this Nine of Wands, and note that when I post this video on the weblog. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you are a reader, I'd love to hear how you would read these cards. And if you're not, I'd love to hear your questions or comments or thoughts as well, either about this spread or about the tarot in general, or about this Thoth deck. I've been having a lot of fun still unpacking it. So, and as you can tell, I'm still a novice with it, so there are nuances that I have to still refer to references and all of that with it, but lots and lots of fun. So I hope this finds you well, that you do have a beautiful weekend to come. Hope it finds you healthy and safe and happy. And we'll be back Sunday morning for our Sunday morning spread. And in the meantime, take care of yourself.